it deep. It is out of here. 7:56. Bond stands alone.
17 seconds from Game 7 or from championship number 6. Jordan, open. Chicago with the lead.
Washington outside left. Roethlisberger has time. Throws to the back of the end zone, and it is off for a touchdown by Holmes.
Minute remaining. And they're putting Curry in the pick and roll, trying to get him on Ervin. Ervin and Curry, one-on-one. Ervin puts it up. It's good. Kyrie Irving from downtown.
We're sending it in, Jerome. That's for damn sure.
Yo. What is up, my beautiful people? Welcome to the Taproom Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Jordan Stacks on Stacks, lads. Joined with Swerve and Ervin Washington and my boy Big Ball and Ben Larson. How you fellas doing tonight?
Doing well.
Doing good. Hopefully the Dodgers pull it out right now.
Hopefully the Dodgers do not pull it out because I have the Padres, so go Padres.
Well, I bet the under, so.
Ooh, it's a tie game, four total runs right now, so you only got 3-run leeway. It's looking pretty good. Top of the 8th. Hopefully it doesn't go into extras for your sake.
Yeah.
Cody Bellinger up to bat. Never a good thing, though, if you're backing the Dodgers. That's here nor there. We are not here to talk baseball tonight. We are here to talk some NFL football. We're being brought to you by Devour. Make sure to go to Devour.com. Download the Devour app straight to your mobile device. Use promo code TAPROOM for $10 off your first purchase of $25 or more. That's craft beer delivered straight to your front door. You don't even gotta leave your house. What a beautiful thing, man. 2022 is beautiful. I cannot believe it. Crazy NFL week. But before we do get started, Ervin and I had a bet. He had the Eagles -6.5. I had the Commanders +6.5. I told him on Monday that's a bet I would make 100 times over. Division rival at home, catching 6.5 points. But unfortunately, it didn't go my way. So, got whiskey here.
I stupidly said I'd join with whoever lost that bet. So I guess I'm with you here, and can't let you drink alone.
Yeah, shout out to the Eagles. Got your boy taking shots, and help your boy go 4-1 in best bets.
Yeah, it was a good week for you. Ben and I both went 2-3.
Man, the damn Chiefs, bruh. I got a bone to pick with them.
Well, I told you the Colts. I not only did I tell you the Colts were going to cover, I told you they were going to win that game too.
Yeah, you did, but I wasn't trying to hear it. Hold on.
Bro, I have not drank whiskey in Ben. It's probably been since the last time you were here. Is the last time I drank whiskey.
That was a year ago.
Yeah, it's been a long time, dude. I just can't do it anymore, dude. I don't know.
What kind you drink?
When you were here?
No, what kind right now?
Oh, fuck that kind that I've been sitting in my bar cart forever since you were here, dude.
I mean, it's not good stuff, but
yeah,
it being old doesn't change anything. I got bottles back here from 2016.
Actually, the first sip was kind of smooth, so that's okay.
There we go.
I don't know where Ervin when he might have to go take a piss or something, but last NFL week has been crazy. Before we do get into the games, though, I did want to share some tidbits which I had ready on Monday night, but I wasn't able to share. So far this year, underdogs against the spread 28-18-2, Ben.
Yeah,
and Ervin 61%. Favorites 18-28-2 against the spread 39%. Home underdogs 14-9-1 61%. But the most surprising stat of them all, or trend, I should say, the most surprising one, all games totals over under 64% of the games have gone under this season. 64%. Incredible.
When is Vegas going to
adjust?
adjust.
Somebody's making a lot of money on those unders, bro.
Because looking at this week, there's still a lot of high numbers here, 50, 51. You know, we do have 39, 40, 40 and a half.
Well, it's crazy though too, because
like mid to high 40s.
It's crazy because if you think about it, like everybody thought that Dolphins-Bills game was going to go over because the Bills had 5 starters on defense that were out, and the Dolphins the week prior, you know, gave up fucking 1,000 points to the Ravens. The Dolphins give up 450 yards of total offense to the Bills, but only allow 17 points.
Yeah.
And the game goes.
That was 19.
Was it? No, it was 17, wasn't it?
I thought it was 19 and 21.
I think you're right, 19, 21. And the game goes well under, though. Like, total close at 53 and a half, ends at 40. I mean, it's just it's been wild, dude. And then like last night on Monday night, you know, if you got the total on today's Tuesday, right? Yeah, it is Tuesday. Yeah. So last night on Monday night, if you got the total 39 and a half, you were good. But if you got it late and you chased the steam and got it at 38 and a half, you lose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Mookie, damn, he just missed it.
Damn, dude, your stream's ahead of mine, bro.
Nobody cares about the Dodgers anyways.
So
shout out to us being division champs.
Speaking like a true Giants fan.
But it's these trends, like, I'm not saying follow them completely or trust them, but at some point that 63% unders is gonna middle, and it's gonna be about 50%, right? So you just gotta kind of like pick your spots correctly, and betting numbers is still the most important thing. But let's talk about some games. So we got a handful of games we're going to talk about tonight, and the first one we're going to talk about is the Thursday night game. We have the Miami Dolphins at Cincinnati. Short week for both teams. Right now, this line opened Cincinnati -3, so basically a pick'em game, but Cincinnati getting the home field advantage. It's been bet up to -4 now. What is I don't know who wants to start here, but what's your initial thoughts on this game? Ervin, let's start with you.
I think that if Miami plays that bend but don't break defense, they got to be able to get some stops, because the Bengals have proven to be so far a pretty good red zone team. Whether that's a touchdown or a field goal, they are putting points on the board when they get into the red zone. But Miami's secondary hasn't impressed me that much. So we all know the weapons that the Bengals have too, so they can go off.
That's facts.
Yeah, but look what the Bengals have done this year, and who they've done it against, and that is just so underwhelming for me. You've got the New York Giants, you got Dallas, and you got Pittsburgh. 2 of those 3 are losses. You're only putting up 21 points and allowing 18. Like, that's not a big enough gap for me to put 4 points on a team that's playing out of their mind. I mean, I know
Dallas's defense is a hell of a lot better than Miami's defense, and I think they've proven that. And they probably have, if the season were to end today, they have the defensive player of the year, Micah Parsons, who's just been wrecking fucking havoc.
But Dallas's defense is better than Miami's, but Miami's offense is a hell of a lot better than Dallas is playing right now, especially with Cooper Rush, and that was Rush's first game there. So, like, I don't know why this is such a big gap here at 4 points, because what has Cincinnati showed us this year?
Well, Miami's coming off a game where it was 100 degrees in Miami, and they've given up almost 1,000 yards of total offense in the last 2 weeks. And let's be honest, dude, they've gotten very lucky in the last 2 weeks to win those games. And that's part of football, dude. Like, you're going to win one possession games, you're going to lose them. But at some point, those games are going to even out. You know, you're not going to go 17-0 winning games the way they have, dude. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen in this league. And last week, their offense wasn't even that good outside of a 3rd and 22 when Tua Tagovailoa chucks it up to Jalen Waddle. And let's be real, dude. The Bills had 5 starters on their defense out. 5 starters. That's a lot, dude. That's basically half your defense. And they only put up 21 points. So is their offense really that good? I mean, because right now, Baltimore's defense
put up
looks
42
like
on Baltimore.
Well, Baltimore's defense looks like shit.
Yeah, but Baltimore defense ain't looking too good, though.
Yeah, but still, you're able to put up points.
Sure, but I mean, the way they did, they put up 21 and
42 on Baltimore and 21 on Buffalo. Buffalo's D still, with 5 guys out, is probably where Bengals D is at.
Nah, Bengals have a good defense.
Bengals have a decent defense.
Let's take a look at it right now.
Plus, you've got Drew Sample. Oh, sorry, his offense. DJ Reader out.
Cincinnati right now, DVOA 7th overall. They're 8th in pass defense, 9th in rush DVOA. Miami's defense.
Miami's not going to run the ball.
24th in DVOA Miami, 29th against the pass.
Sheesh.
What about Cincinnati against the pass? Because we know Miami's not going to run the ball.
Cincinnati against the pass is good, dude. They're 8th overall against the pass.
Okay.
Hold on, let me see. I want to see adjusted sack rate. Because I think that's a big part of Miami's issues. I don't think they get a ton of pressure on the quarterback.
Yeah.
Would you say that's fair, Irv?
Yeah, they pass rush is not looking too hot right now. They're surviving pretty much off their offense, putting up points, and the defense getting timely stops. I don't know if they're getting turnovers like that. It's just the offense has been putting up a bunch of points.
No, the offense only put aside from Baltimore, they only average what, 21 points a game, Ben?
Didn't they score 30 on the New England?
20 to 7.
Oh, okay.
So in an adjusted sack rate, Miami is tied for 5th, which is surprising considering they're 29th against the pass.
Yeah, but they only got like 5, 6 sacks, 7 sacks, something like that.
6 sacks total in 3 games.
Yeah, because I know the league leader only got I think the Bills got 11.
The Bills have 11. Dallas has 13.
How many times has Burrow been sacked though?
Burrow, I can look up.
Lot.
I can look up the offensive. Well, last week they were much better, and I think that was a big thing about the Bengals offensive line too. And I don't think we put enough into that in the beginning of the year because they basically have an entire new offensive line. So it's gonna
they're gonna need some time to gel, come together.
They were gonna need some time, and you know, unfortunately, their first 2 games they go up against T.J. Watt and then Micah Parsons. I mean, we're talking probably 2 of the 4 best pass rushers, edge rushers in the fucking game today. They have to go up against.
When did Watt go out though?
He went out the end of the game.
Yeah, it was like fourth quarter.
Okay.
Hold on, let me pull up offensive line stats here.
Well, I mean, you're going against the Jets last week. That's not too difficult.
Yeah,
the
but
Jets do got a good front four, though.
Yeah, Quinn Williams is actually he's number 1 in amongst defensive players in pass block win rate.
Bro got sacked twice last week for 14.
Yeah, Quinn Williams is the dog.
Yeah, he's a really good player. So right now, as it sits today, the Bengals are 29th in offensive line. They've given up 15 sacks, which is tied for the second most. Washington is up there, but adjusted sack win rate 10%, which isn't even bottom 5 to be honest. So
that looks like an O-line that's going to get better as the year goes on.
Yeah, and we got to remember, dude, Miami coming off that brutal game against Buffalo, dude. 100-degree weather, they give up 450 yards, and I'm not saying actually, I am saying Cincinnati's offense can be as good as Buffalo's.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a little fatigue factor because it's only a 4-day turnaround. And I think they got Monday and Tuesday off, right?
Yep, and they have to travel.
And I think I like the Bengals. It kind of remind me of that baseball traveling day. Might not be good. Might not be good for you.
Injury report.
I wouldn't take them 4 points.
Honestly,
I would take Bengals money line.
Yeah, it's at minus 205. It's not great value.
I wouldn't take the 4. I also wouldn't I wouldn't lay the 4 and I wouldn't take the 4, if that makes any sense. This is a game that, you know, I got it at 3, so I'm lucky. But I would not, if I'm going to play this game, I'm probably going to take the 4 points. If you had to make me take a bet, I think we got to look at the total here. You know, we've been talking about unders. I think this could be an over game.
And I think Burrow could be playing better than what he's been playing too. So we know his potential is top 4, top 5, top 3 quarterback in the league. So once he start playing like that, and Chase and those other weapons got to step up and be more consistent. T. Higgins did get robbed for a touchdown though on Sunday. That was a hell of a catch.
Yeah. Right now the total is at 47.5, which I feel is kind of low.
Yeah, that's low. I think I would definitely bet the over.
77% of the money is on the under right now, though.
Yeah, I like that
Well, it's
over.
because their defenses aren't allowing. I mean, on average, they're allowing 39.6 points per game.
You know what? Actually, looking at this game, I actually might still lay the 4 points, dude. Because I do think that Cincinnati has a better defense, and I also think they have the better offense. And while their record may not prove that, we're only 3 games into the season here. This is only the 4th week. And Cincinnati has needed to gel on that offensive line. And they cut their sacks down, only 2 sacks last week. And I think that's huge for the Bengals going forward. If they can protect Joe Burrow, I mean, dude, he's going to kill the Dolphins,
but
dude.
that offense is going to put up more points than, what the Jets did last week.
Sure,
I'm going with Miami +4.
This might be the best offense Cincinnati's faced, but Cincinnati faced plenty
100%.
But Cincinnati has a good defense, and they faced plenty of good offenses last year, right? And this is basically the same defense that they're bringing back, except they added some guys, especially some rookies that they drafted. They will be without, what's his face? Who do they draft? Cam Taylor-Britt. He's on the injured reserve list, but he hasn't really played. But, I mean, they still have a Woozy, Eli Apple, who's usually burnt toast.
I was gonna say, what about this? I mean, not necessarily for the game itself, but this Hill Apple kind of feud we've seen.
Well, Hill's
at least in the media.
I mean, it's whatever, dude. Tua can't even really throw the ball to Tyreek Hill, anyways, so it don't even really matter. I mean, last week, how many catches do you have? Like 2 catches?
I think 2 or 3.
Yeah, and we're gonna see more of that. Like I'm telling you, bro, the Baltimore Ravens secondary is atrocious. That might be one of the worst secondaries in the NFL right now. Would you agree with that, Irv?
Yeah, they're giving up a lot over the top. Even the Patriots have some pretty good plays.
Mac Jones threw for like 370 yards against them.
Yeah, they definitely got it. I don't know if it's the pass rush kind of falling off or just the DBs aren't the same. Because Marlon Humphrey at one point was considered a top 4, 5 cornerback in the league too. So is he playing?
Yeah, Marlon Humphrey. Well,
damn.
It doesn't even matter. He's not in this game.
Oh, so I don't see how they're giving up that many yards though.
They do have a new defensive coordinator, Baltimore, but
but still, they shouldn't be giving up that many yards.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. Miami could very well be 1-2 heading into this game.
Yeah, I like the Bengals, honestly.
I'm like the Bengals too. Give me the home.
If it was 3, I'd take it, but with 4, I'm not.
I guarantee this line will close like 3.5, 3. There's going to be buyback on this line in the next 48 hours for sure before kickoff, because 4 is a number that you're right, Ben. Like you look at the number 4, and most of the time especially if you believe that these two teams are equal, then taking the 4 points is the way to go. You know what I mean? And I'm not advising anybody against doing that. Yeah. But if you believe the Bengals are the better team, they're at home Thursday night. We know Thursday night home teams, they usually win outright pretty much all the time. But I mean, even last Thursday against the Chargers and Chiefs, took a lot of fluky shit for the Chiefs to win that game, and they didn't even cover because of a backdoor cover.
It was 2 weeks ago?
No, last week, last Thursday. Oh, sorry, 2 Thursdays ago. Sorry, you're right. Last Thursday's game was fucking. I mean, dude, last week we got like the 3 worst primetime games of all time, dude.
Yep. Boring as shit.
All right, let's talk about this next game. We have the Vikings and the Saints. So hold on. Before we do that, Ben, you're on Dolphins +4. Ervin, me and you we're on the Bengals here.
Yeah, I'm riding with the Bengals.
And then I think we all kind of like the over. Is that safe to assume?
Yeah,
I like the over.
I think if I had to place something in this game, I think that over 47 is where I'm leaning here.
Yep,
that's where I'm leaning. All right, Vikings Saints. So Vikings Saints have been very underwhelming this season. Right now, Vikings are -2.5 point favorites heading into this game. Saints plus 2.5 at home in the Superdome. Is that still what it's called, the Superdome?
No, I think it's called something else. It's not the Mercedes-Benz Superdome.
They're in London.
Oh, this is the
Oh
London
yeah,
game.
that's the
Dude.
London game.
Oh my God, dude. Bro, give me the Saints all day. Give me the Saints because Kirk Cousins, he can't even play in primetime. What makes you think he's going to be able to play in London? Has he ever played in London?
I don't know. Gotta look it
Couldn't tell
up.
you. Well, a big question for me is Dalvin Cook. He's questionable.
They got a good backup in Alexander Madison, though.
Yeah, but he's no Dalvin Cook.
But
It's a good running back, though. So
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna miss too much.
Yeah. To me,
He's
a
no
running
doubt.
back
Vikings
doesn't.
looking to become the first 3-0 team in London games.
Has Kirk Cousins played in any of those games? That's the question.
Let me check. I think he played in 2 of them. Wait, no, 2013 and 2017. So we definitely was a starter in 2017.
Was he? Are you sure?
They played the Cleveland Browns.
Kirk Cousins. Let's see where he was at in 2017.
Had to be with the Vikings because remember that was the
2017 he was with Washington. That was his last year in Washington. So he's never played in Europe. Is this in London or is it in like Germany or something?
No, it's in London.
Yep.
At the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
Yep.
So
But he did win a game in London though.
This line's interesting because it opened at 2.5 and it stayed at 2.5, even though all the money and the tickets are all on Minnesota.
Oh, it was a tie. He tied with the Bengals, but he threw for 457 yards.
That was when the Bengals were the Bungles.
I'm just saying that was his only time playing in London. I
what
don't know,
have
man. The Saints,
the
Saints
that
just
The
they're
lost.
Saints have an elite
gonna win.
defense, though. The Saints have an
Then
elite
the-
defense.
The Saints lost at home to the Panthers, right?
Yep.
Yeah, give me. If the Vikings,
No, they
who I
lost
think
on the
they
road.
are-
They lost on the road.
Okay, well,
I'm sorry, at Carolina. Yeah.
all right. Well,
Sorry.
the Vikings are who they think they are. Give me the Vikings because
You
you
said
should
that
never
on.
lose.
You said that against the Eagles too.
You should never lose to Baker Mayfield.
I mean, I get that.
It's not wrong.
I mean,
So
I think
I
that's
ate
a.
too.
I think that's a big part of this.
and they didn't
game.
score a touchdown to the fourth quarter. So
I think that's a big part of this game because it really does depend on what Jameis Winston we get. Because if we get the Jameis Winston who's thrown 5 interceptions through 3 games, I mean, anything can happen. However, the Saints can create turnovers too. What's the total in this game?
47 or 43.5.
I would honestly take the under
I kind of lean under on this one as well.
because this could very well be like a 21-15 type game, 21-17 type game.
Saints defense hasn't allowed a lot of points. I mean, I'm 22 and then 0.7.
yeah,
but
but
it's all because of
it took-
turnovers.
it took Winston throwing 3 interceptions for the Bucks to be able to score a touchdown now. So
Yeah,
A lot of those points came from Atlanta too in week 1.
And so New Orleans is 10th DVOA in defense. Hold on, am I on defense? Yeah, I'm on defense. 10th DVOA defense, but 18th against the rush. But as you alluded to, Ben, no Dalvin Cook.
Yep.
Possibly questionable. So
I think the Saints' biggest offensive threat, at least so far, Taysom Hill, is questionable. So I know he's not really their biggest threat.
nah, I mean the thing is like the Saints have good weapons, dude. Mike Slant Evans. They also have
Olave's
Olave.
been playing pretty good for a
Olave
rookie.
has been pretty good.
the problem is that Jameis is just he's throwing the ball away like he was before, and that defense is still good, but that defense can't be on the field constantly because they're turning the ball over on short fields, or else you're putting them in a bad position. And if they're always on the field, it's only going to get worse, right? So I think it is important for Jameis to be able to hold on to the football. My biggest concern about this game is that, you know, all the money and tickets are all on Minnesota, and the line has not moved at all. It has not budged off 2.5, which tells me that there is sharp money coming in on the other side.
Or people just aren't betting big on this game because it's
Oh no, it's the NFL. Dude. People
Minnesota
are betting
and
big. This
same.
is NFL is the most bet sport. I lean the Saints here. I don't love this game at all though. This is a game that I didn't touch yet, and I probably will not touch. But I do like the I probably like the under though. Under 43, I think that's solid.
Yeah, I would go with the under on this. I don't think I'd bet the game. Both of these defenses has been playing well. What's DVOA for Minnesota's D? They're only allowing 18 points a game.
So Minnesota's defense is 25th DVOA, and the reason why is because they're 31st against the rush.
Oh wow!
And honestly, you
remember just going to drop the ball anyways.
Remember, Ben, I said on Sunday that the Vikings have not allowed a single point in the fourth quarter this year, but they've allowed a hell of a lot of points in all the other quarters.
Yeah.
Which is an issue, dude. You know what I mean? And if you can't stop the run, that's hard. And that's what, honestly, that's playing into the Saints' hands here. Yeah. If you allow the Saints to run the ball,
I think under is the best bet.
Yeah, I like the under.
Both of these teams are struggling offensively too in the lower half of the league. I mean, passing yards, I guess, is for the Saints is the only thing that's in the top half for both of these teams.
Minnesota's 11th offensively in DVOA, 3rd in rushing, 15th in passing, but
DVOA, but average yards 15th, rushing yards 19th.
But remember, DVOA
tied for 16th.
DVOA is weighted, so it weights by a situation.
I understand that. You've told us a million times, but
hey, I'm just saying, dude. I'm just saying.
Live and die by the DVOA.
I do think DVOA's been. I think books have caught on to it, and they've been like using it in their own algorithms and stuff, which has made it a little bit harder to gain an edge. I mean, New Orleans on the opposite side is 26th DVOA on offense. You know what I mean? So it's not like they're lighting the world on fire by any stretch, and they're 28th in passing.
Yeah.
But what they can do is rush the ball because they're 13th in rushing. And they went against the best rush defense at Tampa Bay, and they were able to rush the ball pretty effectively in that game.
Yeah,
they just couldn't score.
I'll say, I'll agree with y'all. Either it's the Vikings by a field goal or give me the under.
Yeah, I'm gonna lean Vikings
until Jameis start playing better. I'm not giving. I wouldn't put no money on the Saints.
Yeah. Why not, dog?
Because he could be Mr. 30-30.
He could the problem with Jameis though is, he could get 3 interceptions, but he could also throw for 500 yards any given game, dude. You just never know.
That's cool, but he's not doing that this game, so good luck.
Hey, it's in Europe, dude. You never know what could happen. And Kirk Cousins could throw for fucking 3 interceptions because that motherfucker can't play in prime time, and who knows if he could play in Europe.
This gonna be like at 6:39, so at 6 in the morning. So our time, yeah.
Most people probably won't even be watching it.
It's going to be a 9-3 football game.
Probably, dude. It's probably going to be hella low scoring. All right, let's move on to the next game. We got the Jags and Eagles, man. This is a game I'm really looking forward to because, I'm
battle of the 3-0s.
Yep. The Vikings are 2-1.
No, the Eagles. I mean, you said Trevor. Jags are 2-1. They should be 3-0.
They should be 3-0. They should have won that first game.
Yeah.
But this is gonna be a good game because honestly, Jacksonville has looked phenomenal, dude. I mean, they went into the Chargers' house, dude, and just beat the living dog shit out of them. And like the Chargers are notorious for having like no home field advantage, but there's no such thing as Jaguars fans, so they actually did have a home field advantage in that game, right?
So you got to think Herbert injury was
Chargers had a bunch of injuries though.
Yeah, definitely played an effect into that. Bosa went out early.
They beat the shit out of them. I could see if
absolutely.
But Slater went out. The right tackle was already out.
Yeah, but I mean the Dolphins played a game in which 12 starters for the opposing team were out, and they only won by 4 points, and everyone's crowning them as the best team in the league. Jaguars go into the Chargers' house. They beat the dog shit out of them. Beat the living shit out of the Colts, 24-0. Yeah. They should have won the Commanders game. It took some fucking fluky ass shit. Right now, Jacksonville, fifth best offense DVOA and number 4 in defense DVOA. Not only that, they are number 1 in turnovers as well.
And they're getting 6.5 points.
Yeah. What do you guys think about this game?
Who's on the road?
Jacksonville is on the road.
Yeah, I'm still going Jacksonville here. Even though the numbers, exactly that, it's a lot of points. I obviously would love it at 7, but I'm just not impressed by the wins that the Eagles have. Washington, Minnesota, and Detroit. I mean, Minnesota is probably the best of those 3 teams,
but they got primetime Kirk.
Yeah, so I'm like, yeah, they put up a lot of points. Jacksonville's put up just as many. The defense of Jacksonville is kind of what gets me here. And like you said, which Hurts are we going to see? Didn't say that today, but previously, which Hurts are we going to see? And
we're going to get second quarter Hurts, or are we going to get second half Hurts?
Yeah, he looks better than last year, but I don't think it's enough to put 6.5 points up over.
This is why I like Jacksonville in this game.
What's the over under?
48.
I like the under a lot. These are both 2 top 5 defenses
teams, yeah.
But Jacksonville number 1 against the rush, dude. And not only that, they have electric athletes on their defense, including Devin Lloyd, who I absolutely loved coming out of Utah. And Ervin, we both said it multiple times this year. You can see his departure affecting Utah's defense this year.
Big time.
Because he's so fast in space and he's so big, dude, that he can like take on blockers on the offensive line. He's that kind of guy, right?
Yeah, that was like the perfect replacement for Miles Jack and what's the other dude, the other linebacker that retired? Telvin Smith or whatever because remember those two, they was doing pretty good at a time. They had a pretty good tandem. Yep. So now that they got Devin Lloyd,
and they have the real Josh Allen.
And Trayvon Walker been balling too, so
they have an elite pass rush with Josh Allen and Trayvon Walker, dude. Like they're looking really good, nice. Dude. They're looking nice, bro.
It's amazing what a competent coaching staff can do for you.
Exactly, and I think that's the biggest thing here, dude, is because we've seen 2 weeks in a row where Philly's offense has been They put up 24 points 2 weeks in a row in the first half and haven't put up a single point in the second half.
They can't keep doing that if they want to win. If they want to continue to win, they can't keep doing that at all.
And this is a better coaching staff, Irv. And you know what else? Doug Peterson has revenge on his fucking mind, dude.
Yeah, but I don't know. The Eagles' defense looked just as good as the damn Jags. So this is going to be a defensive battle.
Not against the run.
Yeah, not against the run, no. But as far as rushing the passer, and that secondary been locking shit down too. So,
but at the same time, too, I know this might be a hot take, dude, but Trevor Lawrence is the best quarterback they're gonna face all year so far.
You can say that, but his receivers though, they have been playing a little better than what we thought. But
how is that a hot take?
Well, because Kirk Cousins. I mean, a lot of people are like, I know a lot of people shit on Kirk Cousins, but a lot of people also think he's like an above average quarterback. I mean, dude, like
he's definitely above average.
But Trevor Lawrence, dude,
like 51%. No.
Well, Trevor Lawrence he's a former number 1 pick. Most people had him as a consensus number 1 overall player too when he came out. So what he's doing shouldn't be surprising people. He's doing what everybody thought he was gonna do. So as long as he can continue it, he's not gonna be we might be a little shocked because how bad he looked last year, but we all know that was because he had trash ass coaches. So
I heard that it was racism as to why people aren't giving him a hard time. Remember, you heard it too.
Oh, your boy Sammy, man, that dude he has some wild ass takes. Yeah, a white quarterback facing racism. Okay, cool.
No. They were saying that Trevor Lawrence wasn't facing criticism because like people favor white quarterbacks, and yes, that is notoriously the case.
But it been that way since the beginning of the
Sure,
NFL.
but I mean,
So it don't.
but Trevor Lawrence shouldn't
not
be
nothing
facing
new.
criticism considering the situation he was in last year.
Yeah, everybody was gonna get all rookie quarterbacks deserve to pass last year, even Mac Jones, because you clearly his offensive coaches didn't believe in him. They
Yep.
leaned on the defense and ran the ball heavy. So no rookie quarterback had a really good judge or really good feel out there for what you think they can be until they teams actually believe in them and put them in a position to succeed. That's why all the
Josh
Justin
Fields
Fields.
sucks. I mean, Justin Fields, he's terrible, dude.
Nah,
He's
Justin
awful. Dog.
Justin Fields didn't have an offensive
Exactly.
team for him
He
last
has-
year either.
dude,
So
He has a terrible O line, and the
And a
receivers they
fucking
did
shit
pick up,
coach.
and the
They're-
receivers they
he's-
did pick up
He's awful.
haven't even been healthy. So I'm definitely holding out, not judging Justin Fields at all right now. For them to be 2-1 is pretty damn amazing.
If you can't complete 50% of your passes in the NFL, I don't care what is around you, dude. That's pretty fucking bad.
Nah, you can't say that because what was Trevor Lawrence completion percentage last year?
56%, and now it's 69%.
Okay, so and what does that mean? What is that telling you? He got way better players, way better coaching.
But Trevor
and
Lawrence is a better
O-line.
quarterback than Justin Fields. Let's be real, dude.
Nah, you can't just say that because when they played in college on an even playing field, what happened?
Justin Fields has better talent around him.
No, they both had 4 and 5-star talent.
Bro, Trevor Lawrence is missing his best receiver in Justin Ross.
So he still had 2 5-star other receivers.
And where are those guys now? They're not even in the league. Besides T. Higgins.
well, T. Higgins is a motherfucking monster.
Yeah,
so
he's a beast. He's a beast. He's a
you
beast.
missing one guy. Come on now,
He's
you
a beast.
can't judge Justin
It,
Fields.
it
on based
also
off
it
one
also
guy.
took a I mean, dude, that game was fluky, bro.
That game wasn't fluky. They beat their ass.
And Trevor Lawrence is better than Justin Fields, dog. I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, he's looking better now because he got way better coaching, way better players around him, and a way better.
Hold on, I
O-line.
heard all offseason how good Justin Fields' coaching is going to be this year, though.
That's fine. Coaching plays a part, but if you have terrible everything else, that's not gonna help you.
I mean, dude, you can give Justin Fields, Devontae Adams, and whoever else, and he's still not going to complete 60% of his passes the way he's been throwing the ball this year, bro. He's thrown some bad footballs.
Okay, look who he's throwing to. That's all I would say.
Hey, Cole Kmet's nice, dude.
It's his only option.
And he's only thrown to him like 4 times. For
Okay.
why? Anyways, we've gone off track. Jacksonville versus Philadelphia. Or who do you like in here?
I like Jacksonville with the points, but if I was to choose a winner or a loser, I don't know. I think Philly is gonna take it at home.
Oh yeah, they should win, but I mean, covering is a different story.
Yeah, I think I think Jacksonville definitely covers.
Yeah, I think we're all on the same side here, which is an issue, which means we're probably gonna lose, dude. This is a game I've already bet too. I like the Jags here.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the next game. This is Ervin's game right here. We got the Broncos at the Raiders. This was a game Ervin was supposed to be coming to, but he's not.
Yeah, it was, but things change. I don't know, man.
2.5 points. Broncos are dogs.
That's fine. All we got to do is if we score some damn points, that's all we need.
Can you
We'll be
score
alright.
points though? That's the question, dude. I'm not
Big
sure
question.
if you can.
Yep.
I know that's what we have to prove because outside of fourth quarter offense, we look terrible. So,
Outside
But
of
we
one
are-
drive offense, y'all look terrible.
but we are playing a defense that pretty much is terrible. So Rush could definitely get going against them. Their pass rush ain't been shit, but outside of playing against the Cardinals, so we just need to be healthy, man. I think if we healthy, we play the way we supposed to. Don't allow Devontae Adams to kill us, then we should be all right because everything else is not looking good for the Raiders right now. And I think what's the name should be healthy. So, what's his name? The white boy.
Renfro?
Yeah, Hunter Renfro.
The
He should
white
he should
boy.
be playing.
I think the biggest thing here is, does Denver actually give Javonte Williams the ball? If they do that, I think they win the game. like you have to, I don't understand what the fuck is going on with Denver's play calling and why Javonte Williams never gets why he's not the featured back, Irv.
You gotta talk to Paul Hackett about that one. He should have been. I knew he should have been a feature back like 4 games in the last season too. So I don't know. Guess they want to keep Melvin Gordon happy. This year I thought it would probably be like 80-20, 70-30
That's what I
Javonte
thought
Williams.
too.
I didn't think it'll be nowhere near 50-50. So, but hey, they get paid to make those kind of decisions. I don't. They just need to get the shit together because there's no way we should be fucking bottom 5 in offense.
I also like because at this point, like we have to be honest with ourselves. Russ looks washed, and they got to get the run game going. And Javonte Williams,
Isn't the run game hasn't been bad. It's just Russ has to make fucking plays.
but at the same time, like dude, he's averaging 5 yards a carry, and he's getting less than
Okay.
15 carries a game. Why?
But you can't blame that. That's not Russ's fault. That's on the fucking coaches.
I'm not saying that's Russ's fault. I'm saying that that's why are they not giving Javonte? He's averaging 5 yards a carry.
I don't know. You gotta talk to Paul Hackett. Hopefully he starts feeding Javonte. Maybe the offense plays better when they start feeding him.
Because that'll make Russ's job easier because Russ has been struggling already, right? So if you can at least run the ball, you take pressure off of Russ, and then you open up the play action pass, which is what Russ is already good at. You know what I mean? Like you give him that benefit of giving him the strength of his game. Irv's watching the Dodgers game. What just happened?
Wild pitch. We tied the game up. Now the under is gonna be cooked.
Oh my god. Is Hader? Oh my god, fucking Josh.
Yeah, Hader's in the
dog.
game.
Worst trade of this.
Well, I mean, they
year.
didn't give up much for him, but
Still, they thought he was going to be great.
Yeah, dude's been absolutely terrible.
I hate Josh Hader, dog. I wish this dude would just.
I mean, top of the ninth with no outs, you can get a 4-3 ball game and you'll still get that under.
it's tough though in extra innings when you get a
Yeah, they're not even go extras. It's going to be 4-3.
then I was gonna be mad because the Dodgers are gonna
Oh,
lose.
2 outs. Oh shit.
Actually,
Right.
that wild
just
pitch was on the
refreshed.
catcher, dude. He should have caught that. That's terrible.
But yeah, I think this game is gonna be close for some. Well, I don't know. Last couple times we played the Raiders, it ain't been close. They actually whooped our ass, but defenses look like it's on another level. The Raiders' defense been terrible, so and they made Tannehill look like a top 10. They made Tannehill look good. So
Raiders defense 20th DVOA, 23rd against the pass, 15th against the rush, and I think that's why it's important for the Denver Broncos to go in and establish the run quickly because it's going to open
Yeah.
up the passing for Russ because Russ can't do what he used to do.
and start running some play action.
Yo,
Another thing Russ got to do, he's got to start trusting other receivers besides Cortland Sutton too.
yeah, what is up with that?
Because honestly, when you look at the film,
But to be honest, he threw that dime to Judy, and Judy fucking dropped it.
yeah, I know. But when you look more at the film, he be having open players, and he's just not looking that way.
That was a big problem that he had last year too. You know, he was always looking at Tyler Lockett, even when he had DK Metcalf, dude. DK Metcalf
Yeah,
would be
so-
wide open; he wouldn't even be looking at him.
Yeah, so he definitely got to play better. We didn't trade and give his ass $245 million for this Russell Wilson. So hopefully he improves.
As Eli Manning said, you should have given it to the punter.
Yeah, the day a punter get paid that much, the day a punter get paid that much money, I'll be trying out. My black ass will be out there kicking, trying out to be a punter.
Hey, the punter you guys have is A, he's black, and B, he's actually really fucking good because he
I only seen 2 black punters in my whole life in the NFL.
Max Muncy walks. Oh my god, dude, hater, dude, get this motherfucker out of here, bro. Ben, what do you think about this game? Because Irvin's biased.
Yeah, I just think the defense of the Broncos is gonna kind of stop the. I mean, I think everyone's got it though. Is that offense has to step up. The defense of the Broncos is top notch, or at least they're playing top notch.
Let me just throw this
Oh.
out here. This is going to be a Broncos home game.
And we missing our man. I wish we had Justin Simmons. I'm surprised we're still playing at the level we are in the backfield, honestly, without him.
Well,
But can they put up enough points?
That's
the
all
big
we
thing.
got to do.
Yep.
that's the
But
question.
you're not. You guys aren't. You put up 11 points against San Francisco, 16 against Houston, and 16 against Seattle.
Yeah, we definitely got to score more.
That's the
because it's
problem.
not
Like,
even us moving the ball. We move the damn ball. Just when we get in the red zone, for some reason, we do not execute. When that
Yeah.
gets better, we won't have a care in
Because
the
the
world.
field,
But
the
Yeah.
field shrinks, dude.
I, I'm gonna go Broncos here, minus 2.5.
Plus 2.5.
Uh,
They're dogs.
Oh, sorry, plus 2.5. Uh, big part just because I want to see the Raiders lose. But
I mean, I also lean the Broncos here just because I think the Broncos defense is better than I think the Broncos defense is elite, whereas the Raiders don't have an elite part of their team. Like their offense is an elite and their defense is an elite.
And every single game they should have put up more points than they did. They just have to get those connections, which they haven't gotten yet.
And we definitely
at some point, Russ.
We definitely got to feast on that O line, man.
Yeah, and I think that, like I said, I think this is going to be more of like 60-40 Broncos fans in town this weekend because every Raiders game is for most part. So I don't think that it's going to be a true away game for the Broncos.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And I think that's going to benefit them. I think they're going to win the game. So
shout out Chandler Jones.
Yeah, he's been pretty bad, dude. Yeah, I like the Broncos here, dude. Give me the Broncos money line. Actually, I'll take it on the money line.
Yeah, plus 126.
It is a must-win game for the Raiders, though. I will say that, dude. Like this is, I know it's only week
last week.
Yeah, but it's week 4, dude. This is like must win, dude. If they don't win this game, their season's already toast. But
I just don't want their first win to come against Denver, so that's not gonna be good for me. Even though I still believe they're ass, they fans overrated the shit out of them coming in the year, especially Raider Eddie. But
Raider Eddie's been non-existent. He's gone into retirement because of those predictions, dude.
Probably go under 45.5 here, though.
Oh, yeah, I would take all Broncos unders until further notice, dude.
Yeah, I like the under too. I think the final score probably gonna be like 17-10, something like that.
Well, the bad thing about that, Irv, is at some point you guys have to put up more than 20 points, dude.
I know. So I don't know. I think this is the game we can get our offense in tow because ain't shit special about the Raiders defense. They blew a 20-0 lead, so and they let Kyler, not saying Russ ain't that athlete no more to scramble around for 20-something seconds and run into the end zone like Kyler did, but he's more than plenty athletic to take advantage of the Raiders defense.
Bro, Russ ain't even in the same stratosphere as Kyler now, dude.
Not now.
It don't matter, but Kyler's playing for a dog shit franchise, so that's not
that he is. That he is.
That's gonna keep Kyler obsolete for a little while.
That he is, yes. All right, let's move into this next game. Damn, Ben went to go get a drink. I need to go get another drink too because I ran out of drink. So I'm gonna put this game on and I'm gonna run and grab a drink real quick. So we got the Bills against the Ravens. Bills minus 3.5 on the road against the Ravens, and I actually got a few tidbits here, but I want y'all to talk about this game real quick. I'm gonna go run and grab something. I'll be right back.
All right, something actually crazy about this game is both rushing leaders for each teams are the QBs, which should not be the case whatsoever
in the NFL.
Yeah, and Josh Allen only has 113 yards, which that says something to me about the Buffalo offense and how one-sided it is. You've got to get in. You got to get in those options to make it a more dynamic defense. Or sorry, more dynamic offense.
Yeah, because they got 3 quality backs too.
Yep, they really do. I mean, Zach Moss was supposed to be one of the next big things, and we haven't seen anything from him in 2 years.
And
I mean, he was injured, but
and Singletary got to stop fumbling. But I do like McKenzie. Wait, is McKenzie more of a running back or a receiver? Because he does both.
Receiver.
Yeah.
But the Bills don't really run the ball, so
yeah, they got to start running the ball, man. I think if they can make their run game respectable, not even top 10 shit, top 15, top 20. That's all they need, and it'll make their offense that much better. Because ain't no way in hell Josh Allen should be their leading rusher now. Lamar being uh the Ravens leading rusher, okay, they running backs are hurt, and he is their best running back, even when they're healthy. So that's not a surprise to me. But
So is Josh Allen though.
I know, but he only has 113 yards. He shouldn't be leading his team in rushing after 3 games with 113 yards
Yep.
in the NFL.
They just refuse to run it. Here's an interesting tidbit though, and I want you guys to consider this when you're actually handicapping this game. The Buffalo Bills since last season are 0-7 in one possession games. They have 0 wins in one possession games.
What about coming off of a
loss?
I'm not sure about off of a loss.
And that was a bad loss.
Because I think they might come out, and if they get if they get half those starters back, give me the Bills. Because I knew Miami wasn't supposed to win that game. I took Miami plus 3.5 in Baltimore.
Hold on, do you guys know their ATS off a loss?
No.
Nah, I would have to look it up. But
So they're 7-1-1 in their last 9 games off a loss.
Yeah, give me the Bills because Baltimore secondary scares me.
But that means, so if we like Buffalo here, like we pretty much think it's going to be a blowout because they're 0-7 in one score.
I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I just think they win by a touchdown, walk off.
Well, you got to think too, though.
Oh, no,
Buffalo's defense against the run is very good. I mean, they haven't had too many games against strong running backs here. I guess King Henry against Tennessee, but Miami and LA,
Henry looks washed. I'll throw that out there too.
He looked better last week, but
who look washed?
Derrick Henry.
Nah, I'm not gonna say he's washed.
But like only allowing 57.7 yards per game against the run. When you only have to worry about Lamar, I think that's going to, and not. Is Dobbins even back?
Is Micah Hyde out for the year?
Micah Hyde is not playing this week. However, all the other guys, Jordan Poyer, Ed Oliver, Jordan Phillips, all now questionable. So,
that means they're more likely they're playing. Yeah, give me the Bills here. I think they bounce back after that bad loss against Miami.
Yeah, I agree. I
think Lamar is gonna have a good game. Honestly, right now he would be my leading MVP candidate. The Ravens fucked up. They should have signed him when they had the chance because now they probably got to give him $300 million guaranteed.
Yeah, they're fucked. I agree. I like the Bills here minus the 3.5. I know it's kind of crazy to say because Buffalo's at home, but Baltimore's at home, but Buffalo is just a much better team, dude.
Yep.
Oh,
and then they don't have to blitz to get pressure and turnovers and sacks, so that goes a long way, man.
Chris Ransom said, this Bills versus Ravens game is my first OT game of the year. I got Bills winning 48-42, 90 combined points due to injuries and defense. Damn, that's a high score, Chris.
That's a
high ass score.
But I mean, given the Baltimore Ravens secondary, I mean, anything's possible.
That's true.
However, I do think that Buffalo's injuries are going to be. I think they're going to get a lot of guys back this week.
Yeah.
Okay.
He also said cutting Carr saves $29.25 million if you get Bryce Young or C.J. Stroud. The Raiders can't cut Chandler Jones or Max Crosby without taking a cap hit.
Well, I don't think they're gonna cut Carr. They just got Devontae. That's his best friend. They just gave him a 3-year deal. Unless they just go 2-15 or 3-14, shit like
Carr's
that.
missed a lot of throws, or like he's honestly been part of the reason why they lost.
Do you draft a QB with that O line, or do you draft Will Anderson if you that high up?
Will Anderson.
See, and I don't think they ever gonna give up.
Depends how high they're gonna get.
I'm praying the Cardinals lose 16 games this year so that they can draft Will Anderson, just so Vance Joseph doesn't play him.
Well, Vance Joseph getting fired, so I don't think I'm surprised if he may. I'll be surprised if he make it through the season. Honestly,
nah, there's no dude. Michael Bidwell is arguably like one of the worst 3 owners in football. There's no way he's gonna fire coaches mid-year, dude. And I'd
But
honestly
they fired what's the name mid-year? Didn't your last coach get fired middle of the year? Wilkes, whatever his name was.
no, he made it.
Wilkes-Barre.
Nah, he made it till the end of the year. And then
Oh, they let him go to the end of the year? Oh, well, damn. Well, then, yeah, he gonna let him write it out then.
Yeah. No, they just gave him an extension too. So like he's going to get the benefit of the doubt to get through the end of the year. Unless, I mean, if they're 1-9, maybe I see them getting fired, but Jesus Christ, dude, the worst coach team in fucking all of football, dude, and it's not even fucking close.
Infield single, huh?
Gotta love it.
We love those. All right, so we're all on
Buffalo here.
Buffalo.
Wasn't Trent Grisham an all-star this year?
Trent Grisham, no, he was not an all-star this year.
Wait, so who was all-stars on the Padres? Because this motherfucker's hitting 185.
Uh,
Cronenworth was an
yeah,
all-star.
Cronenworth. Yep. All right, so we're all on Bills here, which is another bad thing. I also like the over
Definitely
as
taking
well.
Bills.
I do like the over 51.5. All right, let's move into this next game. We got the Chiefs minus 2.5 on the road against the Bucks plus 2.5. This is the Sunday night football game. This one should be interesting. Chiefs coming off a loss, Bucks coming off a loss. What's your thoughts on this game? Either of you?
Give me the Chiefs until the Bucks can get healthy, man, because that game against the Packers didn't look good at all.
Well, they should be getting some guys back this week. But I mean, their offense hasn't looked good all year.
I know, that's what I'm saying. So even when they get Mike Evans back, I still think Godwin might not play. So
Chris Godwin is questionable
defense
now.
has been very stingent.
yeah, defense been
scares me.
good.
Because when Kansas City goes up against those stringent defenses, they struggle.
But that secondary though, do they got enough to hold?
Yeah.
Kansas City, but on the flip side, Kansas City's defense has been very good this year.
Too, I know. So
Yeah.
And I think
what would you rather have? Kansas City's offense versus that secondary, or the Chiefs with their new and improved defense versus Brady and that O line has proven they can't block anybody.
I would go under rushing yards.
Kansas City 9th
everybody.
DVOA on defense. Tampa 1st DVOA, obviously. I think it's going to be important for Kansas City to run the ball here. And I know that's like what they don't like to do. And like Andy Reid is like allergic to running the football. But I think they're going to have to establish the run in this game, dude, at some point. Because teams, like we just see it, like they just sit back. They play too high safeties. They don't let Mahomes beat them deep. And Mahomes gets like bored of it, and he like tries to force passes at times, right? I think it's going to be important for Kansas City to run the football here. But Kansas City, they're top 10 DVOA in defense as well. So, and Tampa's offense has looked, I mean, just fucking terrible, dude.
Yeah. What's the over under?
45.
45, yeah.
That could be an over, honestly. Well, under, honestly, because
I lean under, but I actually like. I think I like Kansas City here, and also we don't know where this game's gonna be played. This game might be played in Minnesota.
That's true.
Damn.
It's very true.
This game may be played in Minnesota, dude, and I think that's an important thing to keep in mind as we like handicap this game, because right now Tampa's practicing in Miami, so they've already picked up their shit and moved to Miami. Although it doesn't affect Tom Brady because his family already left him.
Shit.
Yeah,
he's been living in a hotel room for the last 3 months. So
is that affecting his play? It's crazy. When that story broke that he didn't even tell his wife that he was unretiring.
Yeah, dude. Like, and obviously she's hella pissed and shit. And
yeah, I think this is his last year, bro. If this ain't his last year, he's getting divorced.
Bro, he's 45 years old. His last year should have been 5 years ago. I know he's playing at like a high level.
I know, but I'm just saying, bro. I think that dude literally wants to die on the field. He want to be like, what's that one dude in hockey that played? He was damn near 60.
Wasn't that Gordie
Yammer
Howe?
Yager?
Oh yeah.
No, Gordie Howe. Yager was pretty old too, but one Gordie Howe
still
like
playing in Europe. So
yeah, Gordie Howe was
51
too.
He's 51 and still playing. Yep.
Yeah, I think that's what Brady wants to be.
Dude, it's nasty, bro. But
he go check and see if he got after the NFL. He go check and see if he got any college eligibility left.
I think, like, honestly, like, I would take this now. I would take Kansas City plus the 2.5, and or minus 2.5, because, like I said, we have no idea where this game's going to be played. There's a good chance that this game isn't even being played in Tampa.
If they play that game in Minnesota, give me the over.
You think so?
Yeah, because that's gonna be a track meet for Kansas City. I don't think the Bucks gonna score that many points. They could probably score 17. I could see this game being like 31-17.
So wouldn't you like Kansas City better then?
And that's what I'm saying. Give me the over, but if I would have to pick, if they move it, I like the over, but would pick Kansas City regardless because I don't like the way the Bucks offense is playing.
Yeah.
Even though they're getting Mike Evans back, that O-line can't block a nosebleed right now.
There's only one offense that's been worse than Tampa, and that's Denver.
Yeah, so that's not good. So
I just like fucking with you, dude. Actually, the Bears offense technically has been the worst offense in football. It's actually been the worst offense in the last 40 years. I actually read something today where someone said if this was 1905, the Bears would be the Super Bowl favorite before the forward pass.
Damn, that's fucked up.
Yeah, but the Bears don't even have the worst offense. Atlanta and Houston still have the worst offense.
No. That's definitely not true. Atlanta's offense is actually pretty nice. Atlanta has the eighth offense DVOA. Actually,
that's only because of the run.
Actually, Indiana. No way, dude. Atlanta passing 9th DVOA, dude. Drake London is a beast, bro.
And they need to start throwing Kyle Pitts the down ball too.
Kyle Pitts, they started targeting him last week, and look what happened.
Nice.
You know, me and Irv, we warned people, dude. People were sleeping on Drake London, dog.
I know everybody thought, man, I'm not even going to keep rehashing that. Just keep thinking I'm a biased USC fan. That's all I'm going to say.
Yo, nah, dude. That guy was on pace to shatter every NCAA single season record for wide receivers.
Dude had 90 catches in 8 games.
Yeah. It's pretty incredible, dude.
I don't give a damn if you target him
Triple
every
team,
play.
dude.
If your receiver has 90 catches in 8 games, he's doing something right. And he's getting double covered damn near every play.
There was a couple where he was triple team and caught it for a touchdown. That's when he broke his ankle too. He was like triple team, came down and fucking snapped his ankle. Anyways, so we all like Kansas City here.
Yeah.
Damn, we're all on the same side this week, dude. This isn't good, bro.
It's gonna be all bad or all good.
Yeah, and usually when everyone's on the same side, it's usually all bad. But I like Kansas City just for the simple fact, like, we don't know where this game is going to be played. And even if it is played in Tampa, like, they've all had to move to Miami for the week to practice just to go back to Tampa or Miami. Or, I mean, Minnesota.
I don't know, man. I don't think that offense scores enough points to stay on the field with the Chiefs.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree with that. And I don't think the Chiefs lose 2 in a row, dude.
Yeah, and their defense is playing way better than what I expected. So,
what I expected them to be good. Nick Bolton, hella nice middle linebacker.
They got 2 good linebackers now, him and Gay.
Yep, and George Karlaftis and Chris Jones rushing the passer.
Secondary looks way better. Yeah, I like the Chiefs.
Yep, I'm with you. And honestly, they probably should have beat Indiana last week, or Indianapolis, sorry. But they just kept like I'm telling you, dude, the Chiefs, for some reason, bro, they like refuse to run the football, dude.
It's just not in Andy Reid's blood, man. I don't know what happened because I remember when he first got the head coaching job with the Eagles, they used to run the balls, but
Westbrook and McStaley or
Deuce Staley. So, but he's a far cry away from that now. But hey, can you blame him? He got the best quarterback on the planet Earth. So
that's true. All right, let's talk about some best bets here.
Let's go, y'all.
So let's get some best bets out of these games that we had today.
My 2 best bets will be Jags plus 6.5 and the Chiefs minus 2.5.
Benjamin.
All right, so I'm going to go Jacksonville, Philly, under 48. And then I'm going to go Buffalo, minus 3.5.
All right, I'm going Jags plus 6.5 since I've already bet it. And then I'm also going to take the Raiders and the Broncos under 45.5. LV Denver under 45.5. Let's go.
Shout out to the whiskey drinkers tonight.
Yes, and the Hennessy drinker.
I took a shot of Henny so my boys wouldn't drink alone.
Hey.
It's almost gone.
I had to switch over to beer.
Shit. I got my bar cart right behind me, so there we go.
He's pouring another. Oh, he's pouring another. My God. Oh, and Ben, did you put that in a special?
I got my decanter, my everyday decanter.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
My guy's over here like madman, dude. Madman.
Well, I got my whole bar cart going behind me.
Man, we can't even see it. All it looks like is a fucking mess back there, dude. What the fuck are you doing with your life, dog? Thank you, everybody, for joining us.
Shit looks good.
Make sure to go to Devour.com or download the Devour app. Just like those bats in the background for Ben. Everything looks good. At least it's not.
When is Aaron Judge gonna hit 61?
Tomorrow.
Never.
Okay.
Never.
4 walks today. He's got to hit one tomorrow.
Nah, he's not gonna hit it till he goes to Texas, because that's the only way people are gonna go to the game in Texas. Is if
What's the vig on a home run tomorrow?
Like yes has always been like 205 lately. Minus 240.
It's happening tomorrow.
I don't think so. For Swerve and Ervin Washington, Big Ball and Ben Larson, I'm Jordan Stacks on Stacks, lads. We will catch y'all later. Let's get this money this weekend. Ervin and I will be back tomorrow. We'll be handicapping, picking, previewing a handful of college football games. Cannot wait, because that has really been the money maker.
It's Mitch White. It's happening tomorrow.
Oh yeah, it's happening tomorrow.
Take that bet. Plus 205.
Let me
know who made it.